So to compute a relative risk, what you want to do is calculate the probability of one group of people having a characteristic and divide it by the probability of everyone else having the characteristic. So like in this example, the characteristic in question is being afraid of flying. So what is the relative risk of being afraid of flying for those who are afraid of heights? So let's first here let's set up the formula for what we want to do. The probability of I want to take the probability of somebody being afraid of flying, given that they're afraid of heights, and divide by the probability of being afraid of flying, given that we are not afraid of heights. Divide those two, you've got your relative risk. It is relative because it's comparing it, to the alternative. It's the probability of being afraid of flying if you're afraid of heights, and you divide that by the probability of not being afraid of heights and being afraid of flying. That way you can you're computing a number that compares those two different groups. Okay, so the probability of being afraid of flying, given that we're afraid of heights. There's 76 people that are afraid of flying out of a total of 109. Given that we're afraid of heights. So 76 people out of a total of 158 that are afraid of heights, because it says given that we're afraid of heights. Right, the other way of doing that, the probability of being afraid of flying is you could go through the formula, but there's 76 people that are afraid of flying out of a total of 150 people that are afraid of heights, because that's the given part of the conditional probability. So we divide that by the probability of being afraid of flying, given that we are not afraid of heights. There's 33 people that are afraid of flying out of a total of 403 that are not afraid of flights. So if you compute this, 2 decimal places. Thank goodness we don't have to do a bunch of crazy fractions. So 76 divided by 158 gives us that 0.48101. We divide that by 33 divided by 403, 0.081886. Okay, so 0.48101 divided by that probability, we get 5.87, so it's about 587.42 as a percentage. So I convert that to a percentage at the same time. Okay, so 587.42%. Oops, maybe they don't want it as a percentage. So let's try 5.87 decimal form. Yeah, that's the form they want. Okay. So 587.42 is the percentage form, but since they didn't explicitly say a percentage, we should just keep it in that decimal form. So when you divide this by this, that's your answer.